What up, people? I'm with the main. What up, people? Prince Fuad here. Ain't going anywhere. I got my main man from over the side of the sea. They call him the King of Aussie, the King of Arsenal. Steve Aussie Gunner. What's up, my brother?
Bruh, what's up? Arsenal's up. That's what's up. We
We
up there.
can't
We're
get
still
any.
up there. We're doing
We
well,
can't.
bruh.
We can't get any higher.
If we get any higher, we'll be off the fucking charts, bro. So right now, cuz let's be honest, we're not looking too bad. We're not looking too shabby. Good start to the season so far, right? It's a nice start. I'm happy with this
Yeah,
start so far. I can't complain about it. Really couldn't, man. How about yourself, bruh?
yeah, man. I wasn't. I was expecting us to do well this season, but the way they're playing and the way they're going on, I think if they keep playing like this, I think we're going to surprise a lot of people. I think when people talk about we'll be lucky to get top four, I think we keep playing like this, we'll get top four easy. I don't even think top four is an option no more. Like I think we'll finish top four with the league. I like with the league. It's a big ask. It was a big ask for
Yeah,
trying to get
it's
Arsenal.
massive, bro. It's massive. The league, look at Manchester City, look at the levels they're at. You've got Liverpool who are struggling right now, but they're a dangerous team. You got Brighton who are fucking turning it on this season. I don't know how they're fucking doing it. Um, to be honest, for Arsenal to win the league this season, it's a very big ask when you've got a Manchester City team that's playing football and scoring goals for shits and giggles. They're taking teams apart like it's fucking Lego, bro. Seriously, man. They're not having a hard time with it. They're not even
Yeah.
sweating, bro. And it's a big ask to compete against a team like that. I think any
Uh,
team would have a hard time with City right now.
I was going to ask you a question, Steve. Who's impressed you the most this season? I asked like any players like.
Granit Xhaka. Not Gabriel Jesus, no. Not Martinelli, nope. Not Bukayo Saka, nope. Not Martin Odegaard, Granit fucking Xhaka. As much as I fucking hate him, right?
He's
But
making
I
me swallow
always
his
call it.
words.
I gotta call it straight. Yeah, gotta call it straight. Granit Xhaka this season has turned up, and he has been fucking on point. He's been our best midfielder, bar none, this season. Now, I don't know if he can hold on to it for the rest of the season, but I'm fucking hoping he will. Because to be honest, William Saliba is that far away from him for being the biggest, another big turnaround player, which is like in defense. You know what I mean? He's just come in and done a job. But I think it'd be Granit Xhaka for me right now as the biggest turnaround. No cards, fuck all cards this season. You get what I'm saying? So his attitude's changed. He, obviously not injury prone. He's getting assists. He's getting goals. He's a pest. What more could you want, bro? From a
Yeah,
midfielder.
yeah, 100%, bro. Another player. What about the what about the goalkeeper? What do you think of him
Like
this
Aaron,
season?
you like an Aaron Ramsdale?
Yeah, I think he's. Do you know what? He just pulls off the best saves. You think they're
He's
going to
been a bit
score?
up and down this season. Come on. That goal Madison scored against him. I think Ramsdale's lucky that he's got a decent defense in front of him this season. He was better last season than he has been this one.
No, I just think this season he's been good, man. I just think he's. It's like when I thought when Richardson had that chance, he always makes that most important vital save, and that's what I live in a keeper. Obviously sometimes he comes running out when he feels like it, but he does what he wants, isn't he?
He's good on the ball. He's a good shot stopper. I would love him to be a little bit better on the near post. Do you get what I'm saying? I think that's an issue there. It's been a good season. It hasn't been great though. I'm pretty sure Aaron Ramsdale is looking at it and he knows there's a little bit of room for improvement in his performances this season. But it's not like he's been fucking Shambhala last show. No, I would take Ramsdale over Leno 10 times over. Like, let's be honest, he plays out good from the back. We're starting attacks from our goalkeeper, and that's how we want to play. He's fitting into the jigsaw puzzle. And he's a young goalkeeper. I honestly think he can't get worse. He can only get better. You know what I mean? His age, his experience, he's only going to get stronger and better on with Arsenal, especially starting. And let's be honest, he hasn't got much competition at the same time. Matt Turner, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. The new Casey Keller. Yeah, I'm saying, bro. Like, He's got nothing to worry about there, but he doesn't look like a kind of fucking goalkeeper who's going to rest on his laurels and say, "Oh, now that I've got the number one, I'll just kick back and do what I want." You know what I mean? He doesn't look like that type.
No, it's someone that grabs it. He ain't better than Martinez. He is. He
Well,
is.
look. One thing about Martinez, right? Martinez, good shot stopper, good keeper, but playing out from the back, I think Ramsdale has that on him in spades. Now Martinez is over there, wherever he's over there. He's left the club onto greener grass, greener pastures. Good luck to him. To be perfectly honest, maybe it was a mistake keeping Leno over Martinez. Yeah, it was a massive mistake. But at the same time, that mistake got us fucking Ramsdale. I don't know. I can't agree with that. I think Martinez is a good goalkeeper. I think Ramsdale he's
Big
got
up
the
signature.
I honestly think that he's got a chance to become a great goalkeeper. I think Martinez is hitting his prime now. He's not getting any younger. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Martinez
Yeah.
is not going to be he's going to be on a decline rather than
Big
an
up everyone in the
ascendancy.
chat. Big up everyone in the chat. Signature, Craig, 87. Big up everyone watching. Yeah,
Big up Craig.
I,
Big up signature.
big up Craig. Craig's a real one. I was going to say to you that what's his name? Martinez is a good keeper, bro, but he always makes mistakes. He got that same mistake, like when he nutmegs himself. Like he did it twice against Man United. You know, and that's why I think he is a liability. But because we don't watch him no more week in, week out,
Yeah.
but he is a bit of a liability. Whereas Ramsdale, he's still young, he's still learning, but he's going to be up there. If he was on the market, I think a lot of people will come in for him.
Look. He's like you said, young up and coming. He's only going to get better. Martinez is on this is his time. These couple of years, and then it's all over. You know what I mean? So to be honest, when you look at it, I think Martinez is a goalkeeper, as they say, for the future. I believe that. You know what I mean? If he continues to improve, there's no reason why one day he can't be England's number one.
So someone just said to me in the chat, did Saliba really need the extra year on loan? You got to look at the circumstances of Saliba now. It's like his mum passed away. He wanted to be with his family. Mikel Arteta granted it. So they sent him out on loan. Obviously, you had a lot of Arsenal fans saying, oh, Arteta don't want him. Arteta didn't like him. No, it's bullshit because Arteta is now playing him every game. So when Saliba and Arteta had that conversation, as a coach and as a manager, he said, you know what, I'm going to honour you and let you go out on loan for the season, be with your family, and next season come back with your head clear and fresh. Because he just lost his mother. So a lot of people were saying, oh, he ain't coming back, we're going to sell him. The story was killed when Saliba said himself, I'm going back to Arsenal. And Payet come out and said he can't wait to go back to Arsenal. And it just goes to show now that he's played every Premier League game with Arteta. And these are the same fans who say Arteta's not going to start him. Arteta don't want him. Arteta this is. Arteta done the right thing by sending him out on loan because it was his request. Now if Arteta would have denied his request, how do you know Saliba would not have been the same player?
Look, the way I see the Saliba situation's a bit rocky. If and when he signs another contract at Arsenal, hopefully he will. That's going to stay a lot. Was it right to send him out on loan? You know what? Right now he's come back in his quality. You don't know what you were going to get that season. Do you know what I mean? You don't know what's happening exactly behind closed doors. Yeah, end of the day, it's not as simple as FIFA, where it's like, I'm going to loan this player, I'm going to keep this player. There could be personal issues, like Fouad said. There could be anything going on. There could be a mentality issue. It might have just been for experience. And if it was for experience, then guess what? He's come back and he's our starting centre back. If it wasn't, if it was for personal reasons, that he wanted him out, as the manager, wouldn't he have sold him now in the transfer market? He would have sold him. He would have put him up for sale and fucked him off. But he didn't. So if it was a personal issue, he would have ended up doing a Guendouzi to him, right? And sold him like he did Guendouzi and Torreira and all the rest when it was personal. Aubameyang, he axed him. This guy comes back, and for some reason, Arteta's like, well, now you get a chance. Hopefully, he's going to sign another contract with Arsenal. At the moment, you just got to look at it for what it is right now. William Saliba, he's probably one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League on form right now with the games played.
Now, you can't get any better than he is. He's still learning. And I think with a lot of Arsenal fans with Saliba, if he would have made mistakes last year, I think a lot of them would have. Oh, what a waste of money! What are this? What are that? What are that? And it's like when he played against Leicester, he scored an own goal. Now a lot of some Arsenal fans were already starting to get bitter with him. I did. I thought he's a young.
Miscommunication between goalkeeper and centre back.
Yeah, but he's a young keeper. He's a young player. He's gonna make mistakes. But
so is Ramsdale.
Yeah, so is Ramsdale. But they know how to rectify it because they're playing. They get better and better and better. Saliba, I think, will sign a contract. I know a lot of people saying he hasn't signed yet, but I think going off the reports and that, I think he'll stay at Arsenal, and I think he will sign a contract. But I was going to ask you, see what you think of the Man City game yesterday.
Bro, Man City doing what Man City do best. They take apart teams willingly. And it's not like you look at Man United, second half, they've come back, they've scored some goals. Okay, they got hammered at the start. Maybe a little bit. Was it because they were a little bit nervy to playing Manchester City? Was it the players shaky? Whatever it may be. But this is Manchester City. This is, in my opinion, the best team in the Premier League. This is a team that would fucking do damage to any team that it would face worldwide right now. It wouldn't be an easy fucking win for any team. So I look at Man United in a rebuild phase, right? They're in a rebuild. It's not good to lose to your rivals, your local rivals, but these guys aren't in a rebuild. These guys have built and continue to build. You know what I mean? So, you're a few steps back in the process. So to go down to be down 6-1 and then come back 6-3, it's still 6 goals you conceded, but it shows the fighting spirit. I mean, look what the fuck happened look what happened in North London. Conte goes down fucking 3-1. Instead of fucking going for it and showing some balls, he puts on defenders to limit the damage. What the fuck was that? Man United kept on going. That's what you do in a fucking derby. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's a fact. Conte fucking played chicken shit football. He goes, if I don't put defenders on, my fucking depth, you know what's going to happen? We're going to eat more goals. Or maybe you could have scored some. Throw the kitchen sink at it. You've already dropped 3 points. This is a North London derby, much like the Manchester derby. Fucking Man United didn't stop playing. Martial came in. They didn't take off fucking Rashford and put on fucking Maguire. They fucking put fucking Martial on and said, fucking hopefully we can get a goal. Meanwhile, Conte over there, he's looking for every defender, including the fucking kids in a fucking stand to see if they can fucking take off Emerson Royale. Pathetic, mate.
But
pathetic.
Big up Craig, he just said that watching Man United, like what Man United is Manchester City versus Man United. It's like that first half, like watching Ivan Drago and Apollo Creed in a Rocky fight.
It was bad, man.
It was bad, man. It was bad. But you know what? With Man City is, I said this to everyone. I said this. Someone said to me, "How's Man City going to stop Haaland from scoring?" And I said the other day, and people didn't not believe it. I said, "You need to go and get a bricklayer and tell him to build a brick in front of goal, and then fill up the thing, and that's the only way because you're not stopping." And I said he's going to score goals. Haaland, this season, you can't score 16 goals in 8 games. That's just telling you something. And like as Arsenal fans, we need to take a reality check, even though we're top. And I back Arteta, but the ones who are saying we need a challenge and everything like that, they need to take a reality check because I don't think no manager on this earth will come in and challenge Man City at the present moment. No manager, because
it's the squad. It's the squad, yeah. And if you look at it, they can have any player they want at any time if the manager wants him. Like this is FIFA settings, right? Like there's just no, and just like Football Capital says, the fucking Haaland cheat code. That's what it is. He's a cheat code. This is the kind of guy that will score for shits and giggles, and he looks like he's not even trying. That's what's freaky about it. They create chances, and now they're fucking finishing them. The one piece of the puzzle they were missing was a striker, and they get, let's be honest, the best striker that's in football at the moment, with his current record, fucking hell, in the Prem. So for Arsenal fans saying, we should challenge, yes, I want to challenge. I want to challenge for the title. I want to win the title. But let's be honest. How is any team in the Premier League going to challenge Manchester City now, including Liverpool? And Liverpool, don't forget, this was the team that was fucking, rock and roll football, press, pressure. Look where they are now, right? They need fucking investment. They need fucking players. It's not happening. Even though they won the Champions League, they won the Premier League not long ago. Now, I know it's like we should be doing the same. Yes, I'd love to. But against a team like Manchester City right now, it's a tough ask. That's a very tough ask. Like, of course, you go at them and you keep pushing them as far as you can. But I think any team that plays Manchester City this season or in the coming seasons is not going to have an easy time, whether they're home or away. It's hopefully we can sneak a point and these guys bobble over or some shit. But I don't see it. I think City right now are showing the qualities of a team that if they continue in this manner are going to be taking the Premier League by storm for a while. Not for 1 year, but for a while. They're going to solidify their position.
No, I have to agree with you, bro. It's like, even though Arsenal, people got to understand, like, football is, even though Arsenal have challenged, they don't know what it's like to stay on top, like Manchester United have, Man City has. Chelsea's only done it once back to back. So for you to, as a football fan, got to realise getting to the top's not the problem. It's staying there. Liverpool got there and couldn't continue to stay there. Leicester got there and failed to continue to stay there. But as Manchester City, they got there and a continuation of staying there. It's a big difference, And then it's a big difference. And then after that, you realise when they get there, they maintain it. Their levels haven't dropped.
No.
They haven't dropped. Like what is it? If they win this title, is it 4 in a row? Or is it 3 in a row?
I'm not certain, mate. I'm not certain.
I think it's 4 in a row, isn't it? I think it's 4 in a row.
The way they've maintained it, the reason why they can maintain it is because they're not resting on their laurels. Let's be honest. Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, and I've said this before, you've seen me say this before, Jurgen Klopp is Liverpool's Arsene Wenger. He's just having a harder time earlier on. He'd done his shit and now he's going to be in trouble. If you don't maintain it, if you let's say you recruit all the best players, but if you're not going out there every season, every transfer window, scouting and looking for quality players to make sure that your squad has depth, or you replace players that are aging, then how are you going to maintain anything? Leicester couldn't do it because they didn't go out into the window. Liverpool now, Trent Alexander-Arnold, who I was calling out last season that he's this right back can be fucking got out with a ball over the top, now looks like a Cinderella. Like, he looks like a Cinderella man the way he spins around. Virgil van Dijk is looking tired. Their midfield is a fucking shambles. Mohamed Salah doesn't know what a fucking goal is anymore. They miss Mane more than anything else. And they got Darwin Núñez. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't recruit well. And it's not you. I don't blame Jurgen Klopp for this. I blame the owners. Their owners, much like ours. I don't think the money was available. And that's why Liverpool are going to have a hard time. And if that Liverpool, rock and roll football team, Liverpool, are where they are now because there was no fucking financial backing, it's a tough ask for any team to do it. Now, don't get me wrong. I still want Arsenal to push, not stop. And I'm not saying, well, second is good enough. No, push for first. But if we don't win the title, which I don't think we will, I never thought we would this season. No way. I'm not going to be shocked, and I'm not going to be running around saying, "Oh, we didn't win," because I know what City can do, right? And there's levels in this game, yeah. And I don't think anyone is on their level.
Yeah, it's mad. Big up Craig. It's mad. Big up Signature. Big up everyone watching. It's mad,
football
bro.
capital, fuck City. I don't blame you, bro.
Yeah, big up capital.
I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you.
Yeah, after what I did to you last night, you was retaliation, didn't it?
Football capital's got some advice for you. He goes, click on the comments to bring them up.
I do. I just click on them now. Sure. I can see him here. There we go. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and signature, like you're saying, look at the difference in our levels. Look at everyone's level, not just ours. Fuck Arsenal. Look at everyone else. Do you see what I'm saying? Bro, you can set your clock to City. That's just what they're doing. You can only hope for all the injuries. Big up, Craig. Big up, my man.
Big up, Craig. Yeah. It's like, what's it called, isn't it? It's about,
Look, man,
butcher.
I don't blame Fabi for that. I'll be like, fuck City as well. Fuck them. I'm not a City fan. I'm just calling it the way it is. Fuck them.
It's called the
But
way it is. But
dude,
nah, but
I'm telling you now, I think
a lot of
you'd
Arsenal
love your
fans
team
think,
to be playing that kind of football. Let's be honest. Everybody out there right now would love their fucking respective club to be playing like Manchester City.
you know what? To be honest with you, it's like, to be honest with you, I think with Manchester City, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, they just want our team, which is know how to turn it on, isn't it? And it's a big ask for Arsenal fans to ask, because sometimes you gotta just see what's in front of you. You know, you got to take the reality check. You just got to take the L sometimes, and that's the reality of Arsenal this season. I think we're going to pick. I don't think we're going to win the league
Nah,
unless
man.
unless a miracle happens. You know,
Bro,
we
we're not
keep
going to win the
winning.
league. We're not going to
Yeah,
win the league. We're not going to win the league. Okay, it's not going to happen. We don't have the
unless
squad. We know. Look, we know what it takes. I think you know, and I know what it takes. What kind of squad you need. All right. What kind of players you need on the bench. What kind of players you need on the pitch to win the league? Because Arsenal have won that. You know, you know
yeah,
the squad that we had when we were invincible. You know, we've won the league before. You look at this squad, and not to knock them, they're not there yet. There are gaps in that squad. So that's calling it straight. That's not saying, oh, you're being negative. No, we're just calling it the way it is. We don't have the quality in the squad to be able to take City all the way to the edge. Because City have got that quality. These guys make substitutions, bro. And the subs they put on are good enough to be a starting 11 for fucking some of the for another team in the Premier League.
yeah.
Mahrez on the bench.
I know it's when you see that, it's like, that's why I don't even like. I just want us to keep winning, get all the points in. Like I said to you yesterday, by them beating all the teams around us, they're doing us a favour, because then when they're ready to take the top of the table, I think when they go top, they'll stay there.
Oh
So
yeah.
at least Arsenal fans, we could turn around and say this season we'll be top of the league, because
For a little
we've
bit
been
of
top
time.
for a while. We've been top for a while, Jerry. We've been top for a while. So like, and any Arsenal fan, like, wasn't expecting it, to be honest with you. I was expecting us to win our first 5 games. Then Man United's a dodgy one.
Yeah.
Tottenham was a tough one.
Yeah.
And now Liverpool. But Liverpool is going to be a tough one too. But let's just see what happens from now to there. I was going to touch on Thomas Partey for a bit. What do you think of Partey's performance yesterday?
I don't have a problem with any of Partey's performances when he gets on the pitch. I reckon his performance yesterday was great. When Thomas Partey is on the pitch, I love the way he plays. He plays well. When he's on the pitch. That's the problem. When he's on the pitch. The problem is he spends too much time off the fucking pitch. The injuries are worrying me. And that's where I'm thinking, yeah, okay, he comes on, he has a good performance, but we all are worried, including yourself. When is he going to come on the pitch, get injured, and then we lose him for a month? That's my problem with Thomas Partey. But in the North London derby, what a crack, right? And 9 times out of 10, it ends up in Australia. But that one time where he wants to go top bins and he shows fucking Hugo Lloris what it is. That was a great crack. I mean, you saw the ball from Saka to White to fucking Thomas Partey. Doesn't even take a touch, just goes fucking ping. Merry Christmas. And a great goal. I mean, in the North London derby, to score a goal like that. Way to open up your account in the North London derby. Talking about fucking style, you know what I mean? It's like, wake the fuck up, we're here.
You know what? Like a lot of Arsenal fans at the start of the season was like saying, "Oh,
It's a good fuck.
I know, Craig. Craig.
I wouldn't have thought that.
Yo, that's why I put it up straight away. I see that. I was. You know what? Funny enough, you said that, because yesterday I was with my nephew was a Liverpool fan, and I said, "Who would have thought this season how the table looks?" Craig, that's the spot, bro. It's like, it's mad. I'll Arsenal 11 points ahead of Liverpool. It's mad, man. But I'll say to you, you know, as Thomas Partey, it's like, I found like when I was saying, when people were saying about Kasuma can walk into our midfield, and I was fun to say, nah, if Partey's fit, he is not getting in my midfield, bro, because Thomas Partey is levels above him. Yo, he's world class. You know, yesterday, it's like when it goes about Harry Kane and Son, he dealt with a situation. It's like he was doing. Oh, bro, the guy's something else, man.
Right, he defends well. He's good on the ball. He knows how to be an anchor. Look, this is the thing with the Basuma thing. All right, I'm just going to clear this up real quick. Tottenham Hotspur and look at our bench, our depth. Right? Okay, we've got depth. We've got Basuma. We've got Richarlison. Basuma was on the bench. Richarlison was on the pitch. I don't know if Son was there because I don't think he even had a shot on goal. So maybe he wasn't there. Maybe it was the artist formerly known as Son. Right? So with Basuma on the bench, the depth they had, when the game went to shit, absolute fucking shit, what depth did they go to? Defender. As many defenders as you could. What did they do? How did they? The subs that fucking Conte made didn't. They were the worst subs you could have possibly made. They were fucking a joke. So with them signing Basuma, and I've thought about this. I said, what was the point of signing him? And if Conte really wanted Basuma, why would he sign him only to put him on the bench and barely ever start him? Did Conte sign Basuma, or was this a Tottenham Hotspur thing, thinking, "Oh, we'll sign a fucking player that Arsenal might be interested in"? Well, that's worked out, hasn't it? Fuck me. What's he gonna do? He's gonna fucking wither. He's gonna wither on Tottenham Hotspur's bench, not City's bench or Man United's bench. No. Tottenham Hotspur's bench. He's gonna sit there and waste his career on the bench. Hopefully that he's gonna get in. He's gonna get it in front of fucking Højbjerg. Maybe. Fucking stupid move, mate. That is a fucking horrible move for Basuma. He fucked up.
No, what I was trying to say to you is Thomas Partey in this era is world class, Craig. No one's comparing to Vieira. Vieira's different level. There's not many
world class. Well, the term world class gets thrown around too easily, and I think everyone looks at
class. He's phenomenal.
His quality. He's a decent player. He's
But if say for instance, I believe though Arsenal got to go for the Europa League, and and the reality is, I know people are saying, "Oh, if we're going to go for the league," a lot of Arsenal fans say, "Oh, we're going to go for the league, we scrap all that." No, because the reality is there's going to be injuries, and when our injuries, when we got Sammy Lukonga coming on, Man City's already coming on, so. To him to get to that world class level, he's got to win the Europa League for us. And I'll say, he is performing out of this world. There's not many players better than him in the Premier League. How many people are better than Partey who does what he does right now? You can't even name one.
Look, I'll look at players like Ndidi. I think he's a great midfielder, not having a good season, but I think he's class. I'm not going to sit here and I can judge Partey harshly because he hasn't been on the pitch that long. I'll judge Partey 30 games in. 30 games into this season, and we'll have this discussion again. So if he doesn't get injured for 30 games, we'll have this discussion. Because that's when you'll get to see consistency from Partey and you get to see the best Partey, the Partey that we all wanted. But if we keep seeing injuries, I don't care how good he could be. That means he's Jack Wilshere, he's Aaron Ramsey, he's fucking Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. You get what I'm saying? These players could have been great. Massive, wonderful players, but they got injured. Abu Diaby, what a fucking player when he was in the midfield. Abu Diaby was gun. And you could see why we had him. But it never worked out. So I am fearful because I've seen it as an Arsenal fan, and so is everyone in the comments, and you've seen it yourself. So, yeah, he's a good signing, only if he's on the pitch. You know what I mean? So let's see what we get from him, throughout to 30 games.
Yeah, Arteta, I know what he said. I will say Super Arteta when he wins the Premier League. Bro, the Premier League title, you all got to understand. If a miracle happens, I'm not going to say Arsenal. I want Arsenal to win it. And if a miracle happens with Man City and Arsenal for some reason wins the title, but then you got to know is you can see how far we've come from where we've come from. The lacks of when I used to go watch Arsenal play a few years back. You had the likes of Mustafi. Like all these players, Mustafi, Bellerin, Ozil, Koscielny, and
Wally Walcott, Alex Iwobi, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain,
and all that midfield, Aaron Ramsey and all that.
For God's sake, Marouane Chamakh at one stage, fuck me.
All them players there, they never had that winning mentality. That's why you got rid of them. I don't know. When Arteta come in, do you know why we're top now? Because he got his team and he become ruthless. When Guardiola first got back to City, we got a Man City job. What the first thing he did? All the press used to bum Joe Hart. He said, "You're not in my plans. Get out of here."
Yeah, he got rid of him in a heartbeat.
Got rid of him happy. And look what happens. People don't understand football. Don't follow what the media tells you. Have your own opinion and see what the professionals do. Guardiola come in and said to this guy, "You're number one in England." "Well, you ain't my number one. Get out of here." And look what Man City are. Arteta had to do what he had to do, because if you want to be the best, he's got to believe in himself as a manager. Then he's got to believe in the players he's bringing in and the players he wants for him. And fair dues to Mikel Arteta. You can hate him and not rate him. You can hate him and not rate him, but at the same time, he's doing it right now. I know it took him 4 years, but what do you expect? He was a rookie manager. That's why I stopped.
He was a novice. He was a novice.
He
He
was a
still is
novice.
in comparison to most of to nearly every manager in the Premier League. Well, most of the managers in the Premier League, he's a novice. Look, the thing is, this is what you do. If you want to be fair, you call it the way it is. When he does well, he does well. When he does poorly, he does poorly. Against Manchester United, shambles. Shambles. The substitutions he made, fucking piss poor. Call it. But in every other game,
Spot on.
in every other game. So that's why, like, you can't, you call it. So it's not about being negative. This is the thing. Oh, negative, positive. Arteta in, Arteta out. Wake the fuck up.
Yeah, wake up.
It's not about being on this side or that side. You're all wearing the same fucking shirt. It's your opinion, right? It's okay to critique your team. It's perfectly fine to critique your team. But it's not all right if you're going to let other fucking fans take the piss. Doesn't matter if you're Arteta in or out.
100%. 100%. And the thing is, it's not even about Arteta in, Arteta out now. It's about getting behind your team.
Bullshit.
It's about getting behind Arsenal now. It's all going all that rubbish, man. Jamie, it's too late. We've had that conquerors already. We've had that argument already. It's like Arsenal are winning. So you can't really be asking for the manager's head no more, because a lot of fans just want us to get back where we are. And we're stepping our way. You know, we're on the way to where we're going back where we are. Even though Man City this season are very strong, I'm not going to write us off of winning the league. I can see Man City winning it. I don't see Arsenal winning it. Even though you all know I back Arteta and I back the manager, and I definitely back Arsenal, because he's
You got to
in
call
the
it
hot
straight,
seat.
bro. You got to call it straight.
You've got to call it straight at the same time. You've got to see the reality of it. If Arteta challenges from now to the end of the season and a Man City wins it, there's no Arsenal fan out there who've got the right to say anything bad about it. Because you're not challenging, you're not challenging some Tom, Dick, and Harry. You're challenging the best team on the planet.
It's at the end of the day, look, like, you got to see, like they say, levels in this. They're a different team, right?
Yeah.
All we can do is focus on our football and continue to play just take every game one at a time. That's it. Manchester City are going to go through and do what they do best. Can we beat Liverpool on Sunday?
100%. Of course
we can. We could. Yeah. We could win. We could draw. We could. It's just this Liverpool team right now. They're dangerous, but they're also very frail. So you don't know how they're gonna react to something. I mean, against Brighton, and Brighton ain't no pushover. Let's all be honest. They fucked us good. You know what I mean? But at the same time, this is Liverpool. These are supposed to be the guys that are challenging for the title and giving fucking Manchester City a run. And they aren't looking anywhere near like the Liverpool of old. They honestly look like a completely different team. So if we're going to be playing Liverpool, this is probably the best time.
Yeah.
For us.
I couldn't agree more. Oh, I couldn't agree more, Steve. I was going to say, Steve, you want to say anything before we wrap it up, bro? Anything to say, bro?
Bro, look. To be honest, we've got some positives to look at. We got some positives. The team isn't everything we want it to be, right? We don't have all the players that we want, but there's one thing that we've got is a style of football. You know what I mean? Possession-based, creating chances, more than what we did previous seasons. And you can see that when we get onto the ball, everyone's starting to predict what we're going to do. Every Arsenal fan's like, okay, we're going to hold on to the ball, we're going to work the ball and hopefully create a chance. This season, we've been doing that. It's a positive. It's good to see. I can actually predict what kind of formation we're going to play and what kind of style we're going to play. And it's currently working. So yeah, boys, let's see. I want more of this. I want more of this. I don't expect us to win every game, but I want more of what I'm seeing. Not against Tottenham and this and that. I just want solid performances. I don't care if it's 2-1, 2-0, 2-1, 2-0 all the way through. I don't give a fuck. I just want solid.
Yeah, 100%. All right, people. Me and the Aussie King's gonna wrap it up now. So check out Aussie's Gunner channel, the Aussie Gunner TV. Aussie Gunner, what's the channel? Aussie TV.
Aussie,
Aussie Gunner.
it's the Aussie Gooner on YouTube. So just jump on, type in the Aussie
Yeah.
Gooner. You guys all know me.
Check out the yarns. People go and get check out all his videos and all that. And yeah, me and Aussie are out now, bruh. From south to the south, we're both out, man. So, bro.
Here we guys.
Ooh.
South to the south.